One of the three deadliest places in the entire universe is a broken warship so vast it swallowed a whole universe, and Luo Feng is about to walk inside it alone. That's where we're headed in today's Swallowed Star episode 229. Quick note up front. This follows the novel, so a few details might differ from the Donghua. Let's break it down. We start back among the human race, where Luo Feng has just made a major contribution. His teacher, Primal Chaos City leader, is sharing detailed intelligence on Universe Boat that he got from the human race's father figure, Huge Axe founder. But Luo Feng has a surprise of his own. He reveals that he stumbled onto a pulling traces diagram, a partial map of Universe Boat, by sheer luck in the water area of Tilted Peak Sector. His teacher's smile freezes, because this is a big deal. These maps of the lands of extremists are guarded racial secrets that only the very top seniors of a race are even allowed to read. And most great beings burn them. After memorizing them, only the most confident dare carry one. Luo Feng's map, likely left behind by a dead universe supreme master, records core areas no human map had reached before. When Huge Axe founder announces the find to the gathered universe masters, the room lights up. The map effectively doubles what the human race knows about Universe Boat, mapping core regions for the first time, and the masters crowd around to thank Luo Feng. He can feel the genuine unity of the race in that moment, everyone wanting the best for the whole. Huge Axe tells him the contribution is worth more than 10,000 true treasure points, but because the race's pool of valuables is limited, most of it donated by Huge Axe himself, who nurtures the race like a father without asking anything back. He can only give 5,000. He presses Luo Feng to take it, and to become a universe master as fast as he can. And here Luo Feng quietly grasps something sobering. The entire human race essentially rests on about 20 beings, 19 universe masters, plus Huge Axe founder, with teacher Origin above them all. He resolves to contribute more. Now the reason all of this matters is what Luo Feng is actually after, so let me lay out the prize. The keepsakes, hidden inside Universe Boat, come in 3 grades, black, green, and silver, from low to high. Black ones go to powerful universe masters. Green ones belong to universe supreme masters and sit in the dangerous inner region near the core. Silver ones, the rarest, are held only by great beings of the Holy Lands. The catch is that the keepsake left by Jie Fanzi is a green token, buried so deep it borders the very edge of the core region, a place so lethal that even Luo Feng's teacher can't guarantee surviving it. So Luo Feng files that ambition away as a someday goal and focuses on a more reachable one. Within 3 months of returning to Earth, he sets out from the original universe and heads for Universe Boat completely on his own. And he's not the same Luo Feng who first ventured to Tilted Peak Sector. Over the past 1,000+ years, his once shattered Shiwu wings, yes, the same wings tied to that white wing arc, have absorbed an enormous amount of energy inside the space of the wings and restored themselves to nearly perfect condition. Combined with his flame sand cup and his miniature universe, this trio alone can wipe out any other pinnacle domain treasure. He can fight when he wants and flee when he needs to, fully in control. His goal for this trip is precise. Hone his willpower all the way up to the level of a universe supreme master, and then return to Tilted Peak Sector to finally claim that pair of white wings. So where exactly is he going inside this nightmare? Here's the clever part. Universe Boat holds places called the Celestial Magic Pillars, 16 black-striped stone pillars, each towering over 1,000 light-years tall and utterly indestructible, propping up a strange space full of secret chambers. 2 things make them perfect for Luo Feng. First, they radiate immense willpower pressure, and the closer you get, the more punishing it becomes, ideal for forging willpower. Second, and crucially, the closer you get, the faster time flows, at a ratio of 100 to 1, or even 1,000 to 1. That time acceleration is the whole reason he picked this destination. Honing willpower to a universe supreme master's level normally takes ages, and the round trip alone could eat centuries, so a place where time runs 1,000 times faster is a massive shortcut. There's one thing he gives up to do this, and it's worth noting. The Disambiguation Temple is set to open once all 36 Disambiguation Mirror Stones are born, and inside it are components of a pinnacle domain treasure. Luo Feng already holds 1 mirror stone, so he qualifies to enter. But if the temple opens while he's deep among the celestial magic pillars, the treasure fight would be long over by the time he returned. So he leaves his mirror stones back in God Country, telling himself he could always hand them to his teacher rather than waste them, because in the end, he values those damaged white wings more than the stones. Then he transforms into a beam of light, dives into a natural wormhole he finds along the way, and after about 12 days crossing the vast universe ocean, he finally arrives, and what he sees stops him cold, even though he'd already studied images of it. This is the moment to slow down, because Universe Boat in person is staggering. It's a ruined, colossal warship, tens of millions of light-years tall and billions of light-years long, a churning mix of deep black and eerie purple, its hull pocked with dense cracks and holes visible from billions of light-years away, like a vessel blasted by endless lasers and then hacked apart by giant blades. An overpowering gravity radiates from it, constantly swallowing the chaotic airflow around it to fuel its endless power. A river of flame circles it, a vast cold sea wraps it in freezing mist, studded with mirror-like icebergs. A wind whirlpool rages around it. An electric snake, tens of thousands of light-years long, roars across it, and lush green vines climb its surface while broken segments orbit it at terrifying speed. But none of that is what shocks Luo Feng most. At the lower region of Universe Boat, embedded in a thick mass of chaotic air, is a huge, damaged miniature universe. The warship has actually swallowed an entire miniature universe, its top half gone as if partly devoured. And here's why that breaks Luo Feng's mind a little. In this cosmos, only a miniature universe can absorb chaotic airflow and convert it into the energy of universe laws. Yet Universe Boat doesn't just swallow chaotic airflow, it swallows whole miniature universes and transforms everything into gold, wood, water, fire, earth, wind, thunder, light, time, space, every kind of energy imaginable. Its internal laws rival those of a miniature universe itself. Who built a thing like this? How did it get so catastrophically damaged? No one knows. The three most dangerous lands have existed across so many reincarnation eras that they've lost count, as eternal as the endless cycles of the primal universe. Luo Feng teleports down to land on one of the broken segments, this one only about 0.6 light-years across, deep black with purple patterns, radiating an oppression that makes his heart tremble. And there's a strange detail. Every broken segment is invisibly tethered to Universe Boat, as if tied by an unseen rope. Across all of history, not a single great being has ever managed to pry even one fragment loose. With that, Luo Feng heads off to find his own people first. He arrives at the human gathering place, a designated rest spot the race keeps in each of the three dangerous lands, and runs into Ice Mountain Master, which surprises him, since he thought the humans were concentrated in Tilted Peak sector. The reason is Luo Feng himself. Because his map was so large, the human race's great beings are now flocking to Universe Boat to capitalize on it. Even Huge Axe founder is on his way, due to arrive in about 100 years, hunting for a supreme true treasure. And there's a juicy detail here. Huge Axe recently found a supreme true treasure in the inner area of Tilted Peak sector, which is unusual, since supreme true treasures are normally buried in the deadly core regions. Ice Mountain leads him to a white, godly palace set in a great canyon where the plan takes shape. The humans need to venture into the inner areas, and their top beings are arriving one by one. For now, there are 3 on-site: Ice Mountain Master, Void Gold Master, and Zhenma Master 4 counting Luo Feng. Zhenma Master is from another race within their Hong Alliance, so the humans will share part of the map with him, but pointedly not all of it. These secrets were earned by humans, and alliances aren't the same as trust, especially since some beings defect to rival alliances. This is where the episode gives us a genuinely warm, melancholy beat. Luo Feng asks Void Goldmaster about Hong, his sworn big brother, one of 3 who came up together from Earth, with Hong as the eldest and Luo Feng as the third. He hasn't been able to reach Hong in ages. Void Gold explains that Hong is a peculiar case. Most great beings improve fast early and slow down later, but Hong is the opposite, mediocre at the start, weak in everything except willpower and illusions. Yet he keeps breaking through more and more as time goes on, until he's caught up to the average of Void Gold's own disciples. Tens of thousands of years ago, Hong went to Star Prison, became undying, and rose to become an emperor known as Huanjie Emperor. After that, he was taught by Huge Axe, and Void Gold lost track of him. And here's why Luo Feng can't reach his brother. Teacher Origin's supreme technique, the virtual universe, blankets the original and primal universes, but it can't extend into the universe ocean or into other miniature universes. Hong is now inside Hugh Jax's universe, which is why he's gone silent. Void Gold adds, with a touch of pride on Luo Feng's behalf, that even Hong can't compare to Luo Feng, who became a universe master in such a short time. But Void Gold also delivers the warning that frames the danger ahead, and it's a serious one. Universe Boat, he says, may not be the right place for Luo Feng. Back in Tilted Peak Sector, even though Primal Chaos City Leader wouldn't go deep into the inner area, he could at least rush to rescue Luo Feng if needed. Here, with a fresh map drawing every great being deep into the inner region, if Luo Feng runs into trouble in the outer area, there will be no one close enough to save him. Luo Feng brushes it off. He has his space-time wings, but Void Gold presses the real risk. If he meets an enemy wielding a pinnacle domain treasure, his multiple bodies won't matter, because his true treasures could be seized. Then he simply dives away, leaving Luo Feng standing on the cliff, the weight of the warning hanging in the air. A month later, 16 Universe Masters of the Hong Alliance gather and set off, some into the outer area, some into the inner. Primal Chaos City Leader gives Luo Feng one last warning before he goes. The inner area is so lethal that even he could die there, and Luo Feng shouldn't dare it unless he's as strong as Ice Mountain or Void Gold. And notice what Luo Feng does here. He stays quiet. He doesn't dare mention that he's heading for the willpower pillars, let alone the Green Keepsake region, because his teacher would lose it. Void Gold quietly vouches for him. Luo Feng isn't stupid. He knows his limits, and as they leave, he tells Luo Feng plainly that he and his teacher will be deep in the inner area and won't be able to help him. So Luo Feng goes alone. His true destination is the Heavenly Demon Pillar, and the path there is no walk in the park. There are 100 routes into the inner area, and along his chosen one lie 892 dangerous regions. Some stretches allow teleportation, others force slow flight. By his own estimate, the journey could take 500 to 600 years. He flies down into a massive crack, 280,000 light-years long, 92 light-years wide, draped in vines and ice crystals, and plunges in. Inside is endless, freezing darkness. He activates his Golden Kingdom, spreading a hazy golden light across an 80 light-year radius to scout ahead, though some regions deep in the ice crystals are simply impenetrable. And then the danger starts. Soundless ice blades come slicing through the void without warning, each one carrying the force of a full-strength strike from an ordinary Universe Master. He deflects the first with a burst of Golden Kingdom's power, but as he travels deeper at 90 times the speed of light, the blades multiply into a storm. He calls up his Flame Sandcup's Blazing Flames Ocean to help, but it's far weaker than Golden Kingdom and barely shifts the situation. So he changes tactics. He gathers the flame's core power into a single golden blade, 100 million kilometers long, wreathed in fire, and drives it forward with his ultimate technique, Golden Light. After over 1,000 years sharpening his willpower in the space of the wings, that blade strike now rivals a blow from a top-tier Universe Master, and it carves a 10 million kilometer cavity straight through the heart of the Ice Blade storm. He shoots through the hole. And here's the gut check. That was only the first region of his route, a mere 2,100 light-years long, and it's rated only normal. The truly dangerous lands are still ahead. After 3 days of testing the waters, Luo Feng starts moving with real efficiency, teleporting where he can, carving paths with his flame blade where he can't, and falling back on his star tower whenever things get truly bad. And this is a smart bit of insurance worth flagging. Inside his world ring, his golden horned beast body stands guard within the star tower at all times. If his earthling body were suddenly annihilated, the golden horned beast hidden in the tower could pull through and reclaim his true treasures, including the Shi Wu wings. With that safety net, he pushes on, and 21 years pass. By the end of them, he's come to understand just how terrifying the internal domain really is. That opening Iceblade region now feels like a vacation by comparison. He's been forced to deploy the Star Tower to survive on more than a couple dozen occasions. And he concludes he really needs a palace-type true treasure for a place like this, ideally a top-tier one, the kind even Universe Supreme Masters can't damage. He breezes through a nightmarish black ocean that spits out huge jade-green ropes, relying on Golden Kingdom to find safe ground and teleport like lightning. And then he reaches the place that actually scares him, God-destroying Valley. This valley ranks among the top 3 most dangerous lands on his entire route, and the layout alone is brutal. Above is an endless ocean of suspended molten lava that periodically rains down, along with massive unmelted rocks. Below is a vast, black, rocky land, and to cross, you have to travel between the two. But the falling lava and rocks aren't the real horror. The real horror is the molten lava devil god. Picture a figure tens of billions of kilometers tall, its body made entirely of sturdy rock and limitless lava, with 4 giant arms, 3 eyes, and a hideous fang. It's almost completely mindless. It might have no intelligence at all, but its power is beyond comprehension. It fights with nothing but its fists and legs, yet its blows are so marvelous that even universe supreme masters wielding supreme true treasures would have to concede defeat. Its body has never once been injured in all of history. And worst of all, once it gets its grip on you, escape is impossible. Even hiding inside the Star Tower won't save you, because no matter how the tower tries to flee, it cannot break free of that grasp, trapping you in an eternal predicament until you're annihilated. Some great beings speculate the devil god might have formed from the corpses of an early group of universe boat users, which could explain why no one can damage it, but that's pure guesswork. The only certainties are that it's witless, unbeatable, and fiercely territorial, never leaving the valley. And there isn't just one. There are 9 molten lava devil gods in God-destroying valley. The instant Luo Feng drifts within 10 billion kilometers of one, even the Star Tower won't be able to escape. Even Huge Axe Creator avoids this place. The valley spans tens of thousands of light years, with regions where space and time are frozen solid, very few spots that allow teleportation, and many areas his golden light can't even probe. So Luo Feng spreads his wings, casts his golden light across an 80 light-year radius, and flies straight in, hoping luck carries him past all 9. The temperature alone is enough to annihilate a universe night. He carefully dodges the falling lava, which is common but minor, and the unmelted giant rocks, which fall fast enough to crush a universe master to death, knocking one tens of thousands of kilometers wide boulder aside with a sweep of his flame blade. And then, on his 11th day, inside the valley, the cliffhanger arrives. In a corner of the black rocky land that Luo Feng couldn't scout, a head pokes out of a cave, sparse, messy, fiery red hair, a single roving eye fixing on the silver-winged figure streaking through the air. It recognizes him instantly. While the humans publicly named Luo Feng the Milky Way Horde Leader, the other races know him by his wings as the Silver Wings Horde Leader. And this creature wants those wings. It mutters that this young upstart, barely a universe master, with silver wings that control time and space, has gotten far too full of himself to dare break into the inner region, and especially into God-destroying Valley. Then a fiery red figure shaped like a human child comes flying straight out of the cave, already certain that those silver wings are about to become his. So Luo Feng went looking for a shortcut to forge his willpower, and instead he's 21 years and countless brushes with death into the most dangerous land in the universe. And now, something living in the one valley even Huge Axe avoids has set its sights on the single treasure that keeps him alive. Who is this fiery red creature? And can Luo Feng's wings really carry him out of a place like this? That's where we pick up next time. If you're enjoying this arc, hit that like button, drop a comment on whether you think those silver wings are about to be tested like never before, and subscribe so you don't miss the fight that's coming.